Welcome to our deep dive into the world of forecasting and operations management, or as I like to call it, the thrilling sequel to that spreadsheet software tutorial you definitely didn't ask for. Don't worry, this one has slightly fewer pivot tables, but just as many opportunities for existential dread. Today we'll explore how forecasting can transform the way businesses operate and stay ahead of the curve. Because in the business world, much like in a game of high-stakes Jenga, one wrong move can send your entire operation crashing down. And let's be honest, nobody wants to be the one picking up the pieces of their failed business model while their competitors build luxury towers out of your unsold inventory. Right, so demand planning. It's the art of predicting what your customers actually want, which, let's face it, is more difficult than getting a straight answer out of a politician on a Sunday morning talk show. Forecasting demand is crucial because it lets businesses plan their production, inventory, and even how many overworked baristas they need to hire to meet the caffeine demands of their customers. It's like trying to predict the weather, but instead of rain clouds, you're looking at spreadsheets full of numbers and desperately hoping you don't end up with a warehouse full of unsold snow boots in July. Now, let's talk about inventory management. Because nobody wants to be the company with a warehouse full of fidget spinners when the world has moved on to, I don't know, personalized sock warmers or whatever the kids are into these days. Accurate forecasting helps businesses find that sweet spot, having enough product on hand to meet demand, without resorting to renting out shipping containers to store the excess. It's a delicate balance, kind of like trying to parallel park a clown car in a hurricane. But when done right, it saves money, reduces waste, and keeps the shareholders off your back. Resource allocation, or as I like to call it, deciding who gets the oversized novelty scissors this quarter, is all about using your resources wisely. Because, shocker, businesses don't have infinite money to throw at every problem that pops up. Forecasting helps businesses figure out how much of their metaphorical pie needs to go to each department. Do we need to hire more staff, invest in new equipment, finally fix that leaky faucet in the break room that's been driving everyone mad for the last 6 months? Forecasting helps answer these burning questions. Chapter 4, Production Scheduling. It's the art of making sure everything runs smoothly, on time, and without someone accidentally sending a shipment of rubber chickens to the wrong address again. I'm looking at you, Barry in logistics. Forecasting helps businesses plan their production schedule weeks, months, even years in advance. It's like choreographing a complex dance routine, except instead of dancers, you're dealing with assembly lines, raw materials, and the ever-present threat of production delays. Chapter 5. Financial planning. The topic that keeps CEOs up at night, clutching their spreadsheets and stress-eating gourmet granola bars. It's the process of figuring out if your business is actually making money, or if you're just really good at pretending it is. Forecasting plays a vital role in financial planning by predicting future sales, revenue, and hopefully profit margins that don't make your CFO cry. It's like gazing into a magical, hopefully not too cloudy crystal ball, trying to get a glimpse of your company's financial future. Chapter 6. Now, let's talk about the wild world of supply chains, those complex, interconnected networks that span the globe, bringing you everything from your morning coffee to the latest smartphone that you definitely don't need, but absolutely will buy anyway. Forecasting helps businesses optimize their supply chains by predicting what they need, when they need it, and where it needs to go. It's like playing a global game of logistics Tetris, except the stakes are higher, the pieces are always moving. Chapter 7, Capacity Planning. It's about making sure your business can actually handle all that success you're predicting. Because running out of space just as your business is taking off is like finally getting that date with your high school crush, only to realize you're trapped in a full-body cast. Forecasting helps businesses determine if they have enough resources, be it factory space, staff, or even enough bandwidth to keep up with the Kardashians' latest social media antics, to meet future demand. Chapter 8. Risk Mitigation. It's the art of identifying potential disasters before they happen, and coming up with a plan so you're not left running around like a headless chicken when they inevitably do. Forecasting helps businesses identify and mitigate risks by looking at market trends, economic forecasts, and even keeping an eye on the geopolitical landscape. It's like having a team of overly cautious fortune tellers, constantly whispering warnings about potential pitfalls and doom and gloom scenarios. Chapter 9: New Product Development. It's the lifeblood of any business that wants to avoid becoming the next blockbuster video or fax machine manufacturer. Forecasting helps businesses understand what customers will want in the future, so they can develop new products and services that are actually relevant. It's like trying to predict the next viral TikTok trend, but instead of awkward dance moves, you're trying to predict what consumers will be clamoring to spend their hard-earned money on. Chapter 10. And finally, let's talk about customer satisfaction. Because in the immortal words of every business guru ever, the customer is always right, even when they're demonstrably hilariously wrong. Accurate forecasting ensures that businesses can actually meet their customers' needs in a timely and efficient manner. Because nothing says we don't care about you like telling a customer their order will arrive sometime next year maybe. It's like that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when your food delivery arrives on time, except multiplied by 1,000, and with fewer soggy fries. In conclusion, forecasting is indispensable in operations management as it provides the foundation for proactive planning. It's the secret sauce, the magic ingredient, the thing your competitors are definitely doing, and so should you. By leveraging forecasting, businesses can remain competitive, efficient, and responsive to market demands. Or to put it in terms everyone can understand, it's like having a cheat sheet to the game of business. Except it's not cheating, it's just being smart. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights. And by insights, I mean slightly unhinged rants about the fascinating world of business operations.